Not a video I thought I'd be making, but here we are. We're talking about Rainbow Six Siege. I'm just going to cut straight to the meat of it. I both hate and enjoy this game. I feel like that's a pretty unanimous opinion. Basically, I've played Rainbow Six Siege now on and off since the original beta released, almost nearly, 10 years ago now? Jesus. And now, Ubisoft have dropped this little thing here, which is called Siege X, and everyone was adamant we were getting a Rainbow Six Siege 2. It looks like we're not getting a Rainbow Six Siege 2, rather we're getting a massive overhaul to the current game we know as Siege. And I'm not going to be talking so much about Siege X in this video in specific detail, because there's not a lot of detail. Obviously for Siege content creators there is, because obviously they've had a bit more hands-on experience with it, because obviously Ubisoft will do stuff with them. Obviously I don't, because I'm too small of a YouTuber, and also I'm not kind of specialised in just Siege content. But I thought now might be a good time for me to kind of revisit Siege, because I've been playing it anyway, and make a video about it, because for those of you that don't know, my Instagram account was actually originally a Rainbow Six Siege focused account. I built my following up off of kind of my own clips, off community clips. I would do highlights of other people's clips, they'd send them in and I'd go through them. I would do little compilations on my YouTube channel of weekly clips from people who've sent them in and I thought they were good. And that's why on my Twitch, my banner is still a Rainbow Six Siege themed banner, because I've just never changed it. So that's, for those of you who didn't know, that's how this whole thing started. But essentially, I wanted to make a video, a kind of how my opinion on Rainbow Six Siege has kind of fluctuated throughout the years. It's kind of gone up and down, up and down, up and down, which I'm sure for a lot of people it does. I'm sure I can't be the only one who has, said they absolutely despise and hate Rainbow Six Siege, and yet the very same day has gone and played 6 hours straight of the game, and done the same thing week after week, day after day. I'm sure I'm definitely not the only person who does that, and I thought now with all the Siege X stuff coming out, now would be a good time to make a video on Siege, because it is relevant, and I am looking forward to what we get with Siege X as well, and I will be talking about it a little bit with what I kind of know myself. Essentially, with Siege, it's always been a very funny kind of relationship with that game, where in the beta, as far as I can remember, because you've got to think, you're going back nearly 10 years ago now. Obviously, I don't really remember the ins and outs, but I do remember really enjoying the beta. I remember not being very good at the game, but I remember because it was just a beta, a lot of people were still learning the game. It was a lot more simple back then, because obviously there were far less operators to worry about, so it was a lot simpler. And obviously there were less maps, there was less to learn, there were less, there were so many things that were different back then than there are now. And it was really, the beta for me, as far as I can remember, was a really enjoyable period of Siege. It was new, no one really knew the strats or anything in particular, everyone was learning at a kind of similar pace. And then obviously the game releases, and I don't think I got it at launch, I think I may have got it about 6 months, a year, maybe after launch. I don't really remember. I remember the first couple of seasons, so obviously I remember kind of Frost, Buck, Blackbeard, Valk, etc., that period I think I was playing. And then bizarrely, I think I took a massive hiatus from the game, because after that original kind of release period, I don't have any recollection of playing that game up until Operation Parabellum, which, as far as my memory serves me, was Alibi and Maestro season. And then after that, I have again, between that then, the next time I played was Operation Grimsky, so that was Clash and Mav. And after that, I believe the next time I played it was, I think, and I might be wrong, but I think it was when Mozzie and Gridlock were released. I think. It's been a long time. And then I played a little bit consistently, so I played through most of Burnt Horizon season, which I think was their season. I played Phantom Sight, which was Warden and Knock. So I played their season throughout all of that. I actually hit gold for the first time on ranked. It's never happened since either. I played through then Shifting Tides with Kali and Wamai. And then I've played some of the seasons after that as well, then like Aruni and things like that. So essentially there is like a big period at one point where from the beginning initial launch period of the game to a far later season I kind of stopped playing. I don't really know what the reason for that was. I'm assuming either I must have been playing other games and gotten bored, or maybe it just fell off my radar, or maybe I just got fed up, or maybe a mix of all of those reasons. I don't really remember. But then obviously I was playing then more consistently through Phantom Sight into Shifting Tides. During that kind of period I was playing more consistently. I hit gold, so that shows consistency in how I was doing on my skill level. So I must have been playing more consistently than I used to, and I must have improved at the game as well. And then now we jump to now, essentially, where I stopped playing again, and I recently picked up the game maybe a month ago now, maybe a month and a bit ago. And I randomly, like my friends were, Alex and everyone else was like, oh yeah, we're going on Siege, do you want to join? And I was like, I'm going to regret this decision. Every time I try and play this game, I just get angry and fed up, and then I come off in a bad mood, and then I don't want to game. And every time it just ruins my mood and pisses me off, essentially, in a nutshell. I always die first. I never get to play for a full round. I'm always dead in the first like 15 to 20 seconds. It just always happens. If we're on attack, I always make a mistake. If we're on defense, I always die to something stupid, and it's usually my own fault as well, because I'm just terrible at the game. Essentially, for me, it's just like, this is not going to be a good time. I'm just going to be here because everyone else is, and that's it. So I went, yeah, fuck it, I'll join. I shouldn't do this. It's going to be a pain, and it's going to just suck, and I'm going to regret it, but whatever. So for the first kind of like week when I was getting back into it, I was like, yep, I hate this. I don't want to play this. Get me off this game now. I'm going to burst a blood vessel in my skull if I carry on. And it was just like, yep, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Everyone else play. I'm going to go do my own thing. Goodbye. And I just couldn't do it. And then I basically kept forcing myself to do it. Every time everyone was like, oh, do you want to join us on Siege? We're not taking it seriously. We're just going to jump in, play some standard, just chill. It doesn't have to be, we're not doing ranked. We're not playing super strategically. We're just in it to chill and kill a couple of hours. And be like, yep, fine, I'll fucking join, whatever. And through that, I've actually gotten better at the game, and I've been playing consistently now for about 2 weeks straight, which I know to a lot of people who love Siege and play Siege consistently, 2 weeks is nothing. But for me, that's a big deal. Because I have so many times have I written off Siege and said I'm never am I going to play this game again. I'm never going to play this game again. I'm going to uninstall it. I then uninstall it. I'm like, I'm never going to reinstall it. I'm not reinstalling it. I never want to see it again. Go away. And then like 6 months down the line, all of a sudden it's back on my Xbox and I'm playing it again. And it's not even a hard 100% either for like achievements. I only have one left, which is to get a kill with a breach charge. It's never happened because it's a stupid achievement. I don't go out of my way to get it. I probably should before things change with Siege X and a massive overhaul happens. But I still don't have it. But like other than that, the other achievements aren't even that bad really. My relationship with Siege has always fluctuated. Like I said at the start of the video, I still hate the game, right? But not because the game is inherently a bad game, but because the game is a competitive game, and competitive games, understandably, when you lose, or you play poorly, or you just play against a team that is just naturally and genuinely better skilled than you are, is frustrating. It pisses you off. It's not nice. No one wants to lose. No one likes losing. So of course I hate the game, because the game makes me feel those negative emotions. If I lose, if we go 9 rounds in a ranked game and then we just lose anyway, and we're genuinely trying our hardest, and it just doesn't make a difference, of course I fucking hate it. I just spent 9 rounds just to lose. Like, what was the point? What a waste. I could have done something else in that time, something productive, something fun. And then obviously when you win, it's really fun, because you've played well, or at least hopefully you've played well and not just been carried, but you've played well, you've done well, you've tried hard, it's paid off. You've won a game, whether it be a standard match, you've gone up a rank, you've had a pack, anything. And then you're like, yeah, this was fun, I want to do that again. So you go into another game, and obviously that next game could be the same again. You could win again, and you'd be like, yeah, we're all good. Or you could lose, and then you go back to, man, I hate this game, I don't want to play this game, fuck this game. And that's how Siege, at least in my opinion, will always be. It will always be this 50-50 of, I can't stand this game, but I like this game, but I really hate this game. Oh, but I'm really enjoying this game. Oh, I really want to install this because I'm just so fed up of it. Now I'm going to reinstall it because my friend's playing and I want to play too. It's always going to be this back and forth of, game is trash, game is good, I hate this game, I love this game makes me want to headbutt a wall, this game makes me want to plant flowers in my garden. I don't fucking... You get the gist. You hate love. It is literally the Marmite of gaming. You either love it or you... Well, it's not, because obviously Marmite is you either love or hate it. Siege is the Marmite of gaming, but you actually love and hate it at the same time. And I'm like that as well. I am 100% like that every day. I'm going to play this game later. I'm going to literally, after this video is done, edited and uploaded, I'm going to be playing Siege. And I mean, it's a complete gamble on whether it's going to be a fun couple of hours and I'm going to really enjoy, or it's going to be a frustrating couple of hours and I'm going to lose, but I'm going to get better through losing. I try to put up... I'm trying harder to put a positive spin on when I play Siege, of, even though I've lost, what have I learned from this mistake? What have I learned from this game that I've now lost? What could I have done better next time? And it is really hard to apply that to a video game because it sounds way too deep. That's the type of shit you should be doing in life. But especially a game that can make you that annoyed and piss you off that much. But it kind of works. Like, I need to get better at it because I still get angry and I still swear at the top of my lungs because I'm not being funny. What person that plays competitive games doesn't like shout and scream and swear? Like, we all do it. But I'm trying to put more of a positive spin on, like, okay, you know, we lost the rank match. That fucking sucks. Yes, it does. It's shit. But what in that game could I have done better? And what I think I am going to start doing as well is I'm going to start looking at my replays on the games that I lose. And I'm going to try and see, A, what I was doing and try and understand it from an outside. Obviously, from the perspective of when I'm playing the game, is different because I'm in survival mode. If I'm on defense, I'm in survival mode. I need to survive this round. I need to take as many attackers with me as I can. I need to keep them out of the objective and not let them get the plant. If I'm on attack, I'm thinking survival again, but from a different perspective of I need to get in while also keeping an eye on my corners, not getting caught by someone who's roaming, not get caught by traps, and I need to pay attention, listen, be patient, and not rush in like an idiot and die, and get the plant if possible. But if I look at it from the replay perspective, which is what I'm going to start doing, I haven't yet, but what I want to start doing is do that, because then I can look at myself firstly, and what I did in those games, in those rounds, and look at it from a fresh outside perspective of my positioning compared to the enemy combatants' positionings and what they were doing, and then as well as that, I can see how they played their defense and what they did on defense, and then the same then when they were on attack, I can see what they did on attack. I might learn something, I might pick up a new strategy. You know, the possibilities of that are endless, so I might start doing that. And when obviously, those of you that have seen today, as of the day I'm recording this, will have seen on my Instagram I asked about me doing some streams of Siege and me practicing. Maybe we can watch some replays as well. You guys can give me things like pointers. If you notice things that I don't, you can tell me, and then I can continually improve at this game. It's not going to become like a mainstream thing. I'm not all of a sudden going to like just only do Siege content or anything, because that would be really boring. But I just really wanted to make a video on Siege, and obviously we're getting this whole Siege X thing. Obviously that's going to be shown off on the 13th of March, so in literally the day before my next tattoo appointment, which is pretty cool. So that's coming up, so obviously if I can, as soon as I get a chance, I will do my best to make a video covering that, and kind of picking it apart maybe if that's what people want. But it looks interesting. I'm not going to go into any detail about it today, I don't think, because there's not a lot of detail. Like the 40 seconds clips that we've had playing, that's all we really have. And obviously there's some cool stuff in there, but I think I'm going to wait till the actual thing on the 13th of March. And then when those details come out, then I will do my best to make a video covering what we get. But other than that, I just wanted to make a video on Siege, which is not like me. Very interesting. But that's enough from me. This video is done, I think. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed. Let me know if your kind of feelings and opinions on Siege are kind of similar to mine, where you love and hate the game at the same time. Let me know who your favourite operators are as well on attack and defence. Really curious about that, actually, because I mean, I'm not going to tell you mine. Not today anyway. But I'll see what I'll see what you guys think of your favourite ops first, and then see if mine aligns. And if mine doesn't align, then I might have to go play those operators more so I can lie and not have like two really shitty top picks that people are like, why are you playing them? But yeah, I'm curious. So leave a comment. Let me know who your favourite attack and defence ops are. Leave a like, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and I'll either see you in the next video or maybe one of the next live streams, because I am streaming after I've recorded this video as well. But other than that, guys, much love as always, take care, and I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream, like I said. Bye bye for now, take care.